This is my fourth video today and I'm extremely tired, but I didn't post on Monday or Tuesday. So what am I gonna do? Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to News Now, and today we're talking about fencing. So this is non-tech related, and I'm sorry if you guys are upset that I'm not doing tech today. And it's also my last video before I go on vacation. So, I'm sorry if you don't like tech today, if I'm not doing tech today. But in light of the recent events at the Rio Olympics, which I've been following on CNN, if you haven't, so there's something wrong. The Rio Olympics, and if you didn't know, Daryl Homer won silver, and congratulations to him. I actually know him personally because I fence at the club that he fenced at. So I know him personally. I fenced him. He's a great fencer. He's a great guy. So if you don't know who he is, but if you know who he is, you'll know that he's worked extremely hard to get from here in terms of where he started from the beginning, when he wasn't the most financially stable person in the world, and he didn't really have the money to buy all his fencing equipment, to becoming the second place in the world. I mean, that's just crazy. But let's just talk a little bit about what fencing is. So I didn't write a script for this because I feel like I knew enough about fencing, as I've been a fencer since I was 7 years old, to make a video about it. So I've been fencing for 7 years, and here's all you need to know about fencing. So first of all, when you say the word fencing, what do you think? I expect most people who aren't fencers probably think of somebody holding a saber up like that, and fencing like that with some sort of really curved guard and some really springy blade or something like that. That's actually called épée, and that there are basically 3 types of fencing. So the first type is called épée. Épée is basically where you can hit your opponent anywhere and it will count as a point. That pretty much means that the bouts the bouts slash game is going to be really short. But yeah, I don't know too much about épée because I fence saber, but épée is really about hitting the other person before you hit them, I think. It's also a lot about patience, if you're just gonna wait until they hit you and you can parry them or something like that. The second type is called foil. Foil is a lot about stabbing in the right place, as the only place that counts if you hit them is your torso. So that does not include the arms. It's basically like a tank top that you have to wear that will go off. So your back counts, your chest counts, your stomach counts, everything counts except for your arms, your legs, and your mask. But it's all about stabbing them in the torso, and to be honest, I don't really see the point in this. I mean, it's really, things can just go horribly wrong, isn't it? But then next, which is a third type, is actually called saber, which is what I fence. It's all about slashing, and it's most similar to the lightsaber duels in Star Wars, if you've ever watched Star Wars, which I'm sure you have. It's all about slashing, and not really too much about poking. It's a lot about speed and agility and strength and endurance and all that good stuff. Alright, so that's pretty much what you need to know about fencing. Bouts, which are games slash matches, go to 15 touches, 15 points. Whoever gets to 15 first wins. You take a break at 8, a 1 minute break at 8, and then you keep going to 15. I don't want to explain all the rules to you because that would take forever, but basically pretty much, if you didn't know what fencing was, now you do. Now some people, which I've gotten this question or statement many times, is either what is fencing a sport, or is or they say fencing is not a sport. I really don't understand why it wouldn't be considered a sport, or why people would have questions about it being a sport, as it is a sport. It is an Olympic sport. Some people just say it's just not a sport, and I'm just really confused about that, because if you look at the definition of a sport, it's basically a physically exerting activity. I think that's what it is, at least. Let me look it up. It's an activity involving physical exertion and skill, in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment. Isn't that what fencing is? I guess the reason why people seem to consider it not a sport, or have questions about the legitimacy of it being a sport, is because, I guess, well, not many people know about it. But I feel like people are starting to learn about it now. Now that Daryl Homer and Tim Morehouse and Mario Zagunis and Rayson Bowden, people like that, are popularizing it more. But just in general, I just think that you should know what fencing is and understand it is a sport. I don't really understand why people think it's not a sport if they just are ignorant or they just don't understand that fencing is a sport. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And just as a, I don't know, I guess proof that I actually do fence, I actually, on my shelf, one second, on my shelf, I have two of my old masks there. The one on the left is my first mask ever when I was fencing. I think I stopped using that when I was 8 or 9. And then that one over there is my Leon Paul mask, which is my favorite brand, and it lasted for like 4 or 5 years, which is pretty good for the duration of a mask, like the lifetime of a mask. And then over here I have one more mask, which is my most recent mask that I just really used for a long time and thoroughly enjoyed. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video. Once I put this thing back. Okay. I hope see you guys in the next video, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't think fencing not a sport, because it is. And watch it. Watch replays, and I mean, it's just really cool. See you guys in the next video.